Hello, I'm Marcus and welcome to Superhero TV, where we talk about everything to do with superheroes. We talk about their powers, their costumes, we talk about toys, we talk about movies, we talk about everything. It's going to be awesome, and I thought for the very first one we'd talk about creating your very own superhero. So, there are so many different heroes with different powers. Like Batman doesn't actually have any superpowers, but he has lots of money. He can buy lots of special planes and cars and bikes and suits and that sort of thing, just like Iron Man. Or there's people like Superman who have special powers or from a different planet, that sort of thing. So I wanted to create a superhero a bit like Superman, but I wanted him to be even better than Superman. Thing is with Superman, sometimes he gets tired and he has to go and float in front of the sun, because that's how he gets his powers. On his home planet of Krypton, he doesn't have any powers at all. But on this planet, on Earth, when he's powered by the sun, he gets really strong. So I've got this little list of, this thing to make a little list here. So I want a superhero who has unlimited, ooh, that's a big word, as it never runs out, unlimited power, can fly. So I think if he's flying, I want to give him a cape. Give him a cape, super speed, a bit like the Flash. I think that's about it with his superpowers. So I don't want to call him Unlimited Man, because that doesn't sound very good, but there is another word for unlimited, infinite. But I don't want to call him Infinite Man, I'm going to call him Infinity Man. That's the name of my superhero, Infinity Man. And that's his name and his powers sorted. Now I need to think about his costume. What is he going to look like? Well, luckily, we already know what he's going to look like, because that's Infinity Man there. So he has, let's have a look, a yellow cape and belt and hair, has a blue suit and white boots and cuffs on his arms as well. And he has a little symbol on his chest, which is actually what the infinity symbol is, which is an 8 on its side. And that just means something that continuously goes, it doesn't run out ever. And that's what I thought would be great for Infinity Man. He could be the superest of superheroes ever. So I think we'll make him. Now this is where you can get crafty. You can make your own superhero at home. You can make it out of Play-Doh. You could make it out of anything you want. If you know a grown-up who can do some knitting, they could knit you a toy. But what I'm going to do is use one of these. This is a DIY pop figure. Now you can get these in all different types. You can get them just like Captain America and Iron Man over here. So they actually look like special characters. But these ones are plain and you can actually do whatever you want with them. So you can paint them, you can add plasticine on, all that. So I thought we'd go and make Infinity Man. Okay, so let's get creative. And here it is. Our pop that we're going to decorate to make look like Infinity Man. Always remember to have something to protect your table. We've got a really cool Spider-Man mat. So let's take the figure out. There you go, so he's plain white, ready to be decorated. So what we're going to do is going to use some paints. We're going to paint him skin colour on the top with a bandana, with an eye cover, and also paint him purple. What am I talking about? Paint him blue all over as well. So let's do that. Okay, so here he is. Well, not quite, he's not finished just yet, but he's looking good compared to what we had before. I've had to do a few coats on him. I'm not a very good painter, so it's not perfect, but I think it's not too bad at all. So there are a few things that we need to do now. We need to give him some hair, some nice big yellow hair, and I thought the best thing to do would be to use a sponge, cut off the green bit, and use, this is where you would need a grown-up to help because it'd be very hot and dangerous, a hot melt glue gun. Put some glue on the sponge and stick it on his head to make his hair. So I think I'll go and give that a go now. Okay, so it needs styling, but there you go. I've stuck the sponge on to be his hair. You could use anything you want. You could use plasticine or clay or wool or something like that. It's entirely up to you. Now, I'm not a hairdresser, but I think the sides should be shorter. So I'm going to attempt to take some of the sides off. Okay, to me, it'll do for the fun that we want to have with it. So, a few more things we need to do. One of them is we have got to give him a cape. We've also got to give him his white bits on his arms, and we need to give him a cape. So I'm going to give him white eyes. There we go. He also has white cuffs. And the cape, while that dries, we'll do the cape. Now, I thought the best bet, I could get some fabric. Might do that in the future, but this is the one what I could get hold of, was some yellow tape. And I thought if we double the tape over, and there you go, he's got a cape. And a few more bits of yellow that we need to do, but I think I'll use paints for these bits. And they are his symbol on the chest and also his belt. So I've got some yellow paint. Hopefully this brush is going to be small enough. I might have to use the other end. Might have to do a few coats to make it really stand out. The other thing I need to do is his little symbol, which I'm really worried I'm going to mess up. I don't want to mess up at all. Do it like that. And then I put a bit of blue in the middle when it's dry. Oh, that needs to be stuck on properly. We'll get that fixed. But there you go, he's pretty much ready. Infinity Man is sorted for when we want to have some adventures. Infinity Man is finished. You can use your imagination and your creativity to create whatever you want. It be a superhero or even a supervillain, who knows? But that's all we got time for this Superhero TV. So from myself and Infinity Man, we'll see you soon. Goodbye. Are you walking? Oh, I missed. Ooh, got it. Oh, here we got out. Try again. Oh, I missed.